less well scripted than Birdemic. It's the emulator went away. It's let's play Final Fantasy VI. Bird. So we are back in Miranda, and one thing I didn't actually mention. Now this is the party I'm going with there. We shall show off their equipment. Got some thief gloveness going on to steal things, and a bunch of earrings there. And Beedoo does the sprint shoes, back guard, you know, the horror, because I know he loves that so much. The one thing I didn't actually mention that we did get was the Phoenix Esper, which is right here. Actually, I believe Lexi has it. It teaches Life, Life 2, Life 3, Cure 3, and Fire 3. It's almost like superfluous for her to have this, because I think out of all the spells there she hasn't learned, she will learn 3 out of the 4 of them on her own. But really, there's not a whole lot of, really, not much else she could be working on. It's really all that I care about. Maybe some lightning magic. Oh, that actually might be useful in a minute there, but she really doesn't need that. With Beedoo in the party there. But I guess X-Zone wouldn't hurt too much. And like most powerful Espers, it teaches absolutely nothing upon level up. Which kind of sucks. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That was our big prize from the Phoenix Cave. And now we're going to go recruit somebody else. And it starts in Miranda. And you talk to Loga, and she's like, you know, my guy's sending me letters and flowers. And we come with the... Now, I don't know if this happens if you don't stop by Mobliz. I guess you are supposed to hear through the grapevine that Mobliz was destroyed, but... I mean, well, basically, it sounds like it, you know, we're trying to rebuild this town. Technically, that's what they're doing. And how do you know what Ryan's handwriting looks like? I don't even know what Ryan's handwriting looks like. Can we? We certainly can. Now, there's a whole side quest you could have done in the other world. Running back and forth between Miranda and Mobliz. I didn't really feel it was important to do, because it's annoying. So I skipped it. But basically, it would be the same thing as this. You'd go to Mobliz, the boyfriend, he'd ask you to mail a letter. And I think sometimes he asks you to attach like an item to it, like something like a potion or something. And you talk to somebody. It would cost like I think 500 GP to send out, and then you would go back to Miranda. She got the letter, and she'd have a reply, and you'd send it back, and it was just a bunch of back and forth nonsense. But the bird stopped at Zozo, so that is our next destination. Apparently, the desert to this desert here has, I think it has one of those black dragon enemy types in there that's actually quite difficult. Probably not for me, but if you were just, you know, after getting Setzer and you came bigger the first time. But, yeah. So now we see the bird, and it flies into the rock behind the building. All of the enemies in Zozo are exactly the same as they were before. So I'm cutting out any and all battles. Except this one, I'll demonstrate it. Look, Hades Gigas. Let me get to someone who has an actual weapon and can fight. Of course he's gonna end with magnitude 8, why not? But yeah, like 200 damage, I mean that's nothing. 137 experience? Pfft, okay, so yeah, the enemies here are... No, never mind. But what you need to do is go over here and find this guy. He should be wandering around here somewhere. There he is. He talks about the path leading to Mount Zozo, and with the rust rid, you can open the door. Now you see in the lower left there is the door, and the path through the building is the same as I showed you way back when I went up there to get the treasure. So I'm just going to meet you at that door. Alright, well, not much happened there. I learned some spells, so I switched some espers around, but I'll go over that when it gets important. And we dissolve the rust, and you can go in this building, and you come to Mount Zozo. Yes, there's a mountain behind the building. Quaint. Ignore those stairs. Over here, and you get an ice shield, which, you know, is like the the fire shield that Dilly has there. It's you know, increases your magic block a little bit and whatever, but it lowers your defense there, and the magic block isn't all that important. So I'm gonna skip on that for now. There will be a better shield that we will get in this very dungeon, actually. Here we have two enemies, Ursus, which is the bear, because apparently Ursa Major is a thing, and Ursa Minor, whatever. And the Punisher is that guy there. Ursa has 2,409 HP, is weak to fire, and you can steal sneak rings from him. Yay. If you really want to, I'm not going to really bother trying. And the Punisher has 2191 for HP, is weak to poison, as he's a human type enemy. And you can steal a Rising Sun, which is a type of boomerang that is worse than the Wing Edge we got from the Phoenix Cave, so don't worry about that. And I think he has a rare steal, the Bone Club, which we will probably not need for later. Though it could, you know, it might have its uses if you really choose to. But yeah. And the bear attempts to steal from you. The bear attempts to steal. And as you'll notice, the EXP is much less than the Phoenix Cave because you're supposed to come here much earlier in the game. But I'm a glutton for punishment, so. And here we get a red cap, which is it's like the green beret. Increases your stats quite a bit. Has lower defense, basically. But I want that on him, because the physical defense isn't too terrible. I'm not worried about his magic defense, but it increases his vigor and speed. And it, like the red, or like the green beret, increases your max HP. So now he should be pretty set for a while. Yeah. The one thing you will get a lot of here is magic points, because I think even like the weak battles have 4 magic points. I guess this is to get you all set up on magic with characters you really didn't have all that well, actually, yeah, well, you didn't have Celis too often during the first part of the game, and here we get a Thunder Shield, which would have helped very much against in Owzer's house against that boss, but I didn't actually come here to get it. I'm pretty sure the Elemental Shields do a rotation in the arena. Like if you put up an Ice Shield, it will give you a Flame Shield. You put the Flame Shield, it'll give you a Thunder Shield, and that'll just keep going back and forth until you get, I think, Thunder Shields, which give you Aegis Shield or something. Some nonsense. But we're just going to keep on. And find the other new enemy here, Boris. 4,770 HP. Is human, obviously, as you saw by that. Despite the fact he's a Gigas. Has a weakness to poison, and you can steal muscle belts from him. More often than not, you just get potions, so I'm not even going to concern myself with attempting that, because it's just way too tedious. And the Man-Eater Knife, its anti-human thing does not activate on Steel, even though he's using Capture. What else happened? Beat you, I believe? No? Is it you? No? Okay, he's going to scan, but he's almost done with Antidote, because I'm a completionist, and everyone has to know everything. But up here, we have the Almighty Aegis Shield, which is part of the Invincible Arena setup that I will go over when I actually get to it. Yeah, see, I'll just put that on there for the increased magic defense and magic block, because I don't like my casters getting hit, and the loss of defense isn't that important. Now, there are 2 doors up there, one to the left. You want to go in this one first, because there's an item on here. It is a gold hairpin, which is a relic that lowers your MP cost by half. I'm not at the point where I'm casting the powerful spells enough to justify lowering their costs. I'm just going to keep her with the second earrings for now. There will, in fact, be another relic later that 2 more battles should suffice for them. There will be another relic later that really that helps for MP management, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Healer and Rasp, which is important. Dilly finished off that one. I want him to go to, I guess that, because it also has magic power +1 like Madeline does, but he can actually learn spells from that, so they're about to gain a level there. I need to get off Zone Seek. Right? Yeah. So she can pop on it for a minute there. No, she's nowhere near done with that. Hopefully I get into another fight before something special. Because, spoiler warning, there is another one of those dragons in this area. And he's going to be a pain in the balls. Actually, you'll see that in just a second, as soon as I put myself in zone seek to learn stuff and use a tent for MP, because this is probably going to suck. I don't know how much I'm going to cut out. I'm just going to run. This cave is fairly short, so I'm just going to run through this in one extra feature-length episode. Whoa, look, there's a dragon in a box. Now I have to sit and wait for it. Anytime now. You can get closer to me anytime. You can probably take a step to the right and counter him a little earlier, but this is just more fun. And we have the Storm Dragon. The Storm Dragon has 42,000 HP, does crap like that, and is weak to lightning. He doesn't have a steel. Now he's weak to ice, which is good. He has a lot of physical attacks, so you know, you have ice too, don't you? Yes, you do. And he will, I think he counters quite a bit with physical attacks, so as long as he doesn't, you know, keep pretty much keep ganging up on the same person, you should be able to fairly deal with him. He uses a lot of strong, you know, wind-based moves, but none of them are, you know, he's no red dragon. We'll keep Dilly on standby for now. But you saw, you know, Wind Slash. This is some kind of wind-based move, I think. Actually, need to use Cure 2 for this one. But yeah, despite having, you know, 12,000 more HP than the Red Dragon, he's actually probably easier. As long as you bring a... If you, well, you could. She has Bolt 2. No, she doesn't. But, like, you could have people learn Bolt 2 for this, or all sorts of stuff. So you don't have to have, you know, the Debilitator there to, There we go. Is this going to do critical? No, it killed. Or actually blocked it. And missed Dilly, so that's good. That means this is going to get everybody right back into shape. I couldn't have predicted that. That was by complete accident that worked out the way it did. B-Dude, seriously. I don't want to use drill against bosses because it sucks. There we go. And see, nothing to it. No restarting like the, I believe, if Cyclonic, if it doesn't miss, will put you into critical HP. Not critical, but double digits, which I guess would be critical. So you have... And we get the Force Armor, which is part of the Magic Block setup. You see, it increases it by 30. Though it lowers her magic stat by 5, so she's not putting that on. And we should be pretty good. See if we can just get to where I gotta go. I forgot to check B-Dude's level. He gained 1, but he had Ifrit, so he gained a strength instead of 2, but that's whatever. Are you done? Did you finish? No, almost though. Somebody learned something. Alright, she's down to... I'm not going to have her learn Life 3 just yet. You will need Life 3 for an event later. Well, not need, but it helps. But we're just going to keep on moving on. And we have a new enemy here, Scrapper, that I didn't actually believe I encountered before, so I have no idea anything about it. I'll probably put it on screen. But it looks like, yeah, well, he's dead. So he has less than 2,800 HP. Will you please just kill something with that? Or the bio can kill it? And the bear runs away. Usually after you steal something first. There's also another enemy here, Luridan, which looks like a little pyramid. You can run into them mainly in the outside areas. And they are kind of just there. Bio, why not? People need more bio in life. Okay, he's gotta learn to float. Whoa, what's going on? Beautiful silk flowers. Who could this be by? Find out next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. Till then, everybody, thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for all your support, and have a good night.